I'm torn. I like the jersey. I like the concept. I like the idea of a throwback. Everybody's dropping throwbacks. I like the idea of an alternate helmet, but to be honest with you, I don't know if the yellow helmet, and I'm not the only person that thinks this. I've heard this several times on my timeline now. The yellow helmet with that look in the tan pants, to me, it just doesn't work. I'm a fan of the concept. I'm a fan of bringing back that jersey. But if we're not going to stay 100% true to what the uniforms looked like back then by moving the crest, by moving the number from the, the throwback that we did in the 90s to the front, I just think it makes it look like kind of it's not a true throwback. It's inspired by one. And if that's the case, then we should also have, pants that don't have to reflect the actual throwback by doing the khaki. I'm not a fan of the khaki pants, I think, is my biggest gripe with this. I also wish the Steelers wouldn't feel like they had to do gray face masks on a throwback, because that yellow helmet to me isn't even a throwback helmet. It's inspired by the yellow throwback helmets, but it's not truly the throwback helmet. So all of that to say, I think it's a little bit too on the fence. I think we needed to make a few more decisions on, is this a throwback or is it inspired by a throwback? If it's inspired by a throwback, let's make it pop. Let's make it go crazy. I think it's going to look great in person when they take the field. It's going to be a whole thing. The Steelers do a great job of honestly creating culture out of, Pittsburgh fan base is traditionally not going to like something that's outside the box. For one, we've been rotating through jerseys for a while now with all these players in and out. So people are sick of getting new jerseys. So this is another one they had to add to their collection. And if it's not something they're crazy about, they're pissed because they're like, am I a true Steeler fan if I don't get this jersey? I don't know. All I'm saying is, great job on the idea. Great job on jumping on the movement of the throwbacks. I think it just could have been executed a little bit differently. And if you're still here, maybe you're a fan of Athletic Aesthetic. We drop new episodes every Thursday on the VC2 Art YouTube channel, or you could search us on Spotify, iTunes by Athletic Aesthetic Podcast. I want to hear how you would have done this mock-up differently. So for the Steelers, what would you change? Leave me a comment on this post. Would you change the pants color? Would you change something about the jersey? Would you do a whole different look altogether? Would you change the helmet color? What would you do differently? Let me know. We're going to mock some of these up, and I'm going to present them on this Thursday's episode of Athletic Aesthetics. So let me know in the comments. We'll bring them to life on the show. If you aren't subscribed yet, go subscribe, man. I appreciate you guys. Go Steelers.